Tinker time.
Okay, let's get started. Take a square and we'll make this 75, okay, which is 3 inches. And then for the width, we're going to do 30. Okay, and from here, we'll take the radius and we'll make this 5. Next, we'll take the steps and we'll move that all the way up to 20. And for height, we'll make this 5 millimeters tall. From here, you're going to hit duplicate, Control D. We can move this off to the side. Now we're going to take the dimensions for the length and the width down by 4 millimeters. Okay, so 71 by 26. Turn that into a hole. And we're going to select both of these, hit L, the L key for alignment. We're going to align those. We're going to take the middle one and we're going to raise it up. And to be able to see how far down that's going in there, we'll just click on the solid one and we'll push the T key. Okay, and that'll make it a translucent so we could see through it. Okay, that looks good. All right, and from here, we're going to combine these. So hit Command or Control G to group those together. And it makes a little cutout for us. Now that we have our cutout, we're going to add a name in here. And so over here, you'll notice the text option. Take that and bring it out into the work plane. Now, change the text to whatever you want it to say. In my case, we're going to say Tinker Time. Now, we'll take that, hold the Shift key, and grab one of the side markers, and we're going to scale it down. And then we're going to select both objects, hit the L key to align them. Okay, and we can see that it's still just a little bit too big, so we can just bring that in here. Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll get in there with that. Now again, we'll hit the L key, and I want to make sure that those are aligned. So let's make these different colors so it's a little easier to see. We'll take this and we'll make it white. Now we want to add the part where you're going to connect it to your keys. So we have an option here. If we want to, we can make a hole, or we can add an extra piece to make a loop. We'll do both. We'll take this piece, and we're going to hold the Shift key, and we're going to scale it down to right about there. Let's take this, and we'll go 4.6, okay? And this should be the same size as that, almost. There's a little bit of a ridge there, so what we'll do is bring that down slightly so that it goes right in just like that. And one thing we can do here is align these so everything is perfectly in line here. And that is going in right about there. Okay. Now, from here, we don't want this text to pop through the bottom of here. So we'll take this and do up a couple of millimeters here. Let's see. To be able to look through, we'll go make that translucent. So we need to go down about 1 millimeter. Select here, and we'll go down 1 millimeter so that it seats down into that perfectly, but it doesn't pop out the bottom. See? Got that fixed. So we're going to level the bottom of this. So we'll combine these objects here. And to level it, we're just going to drag this out nice and big here. Okay, and we'll take this and run it down to where we can see that it's just going to take a little bit. Obviously, we don't want a lot. Let's change our snap grid here to 0.1 millimeters. Now this is just going to chop off a sliver of the bottom, but you can see we want it to come up to at least here. So there. Now we'll combine these objects. Control G. All right. Now select the object and hit D to drop it to the build plane. Now we know that this will print perfectly. It's nice and flat. It'll be flat on the build plane. Now let's say that we didn't want to do the ring. So we can select that and we'll ungroup these items. Okay, now we'll take the ring and just move it out. Now we will recombine all of these objects, so Control G. Let that load. Now we have a flat bottom. This is still on here. What we'll do next is grab a cutout, hold the Shift key, and we'll scale this down a little bit. And we'll bring it in. Now we want it to be, again, aligned, so we'll hit L and we'll align that. Now we don't want to get it too close to this edge, because if we do, that'll just break. So we want to bring it in slightly to where we still have the strength here. This isn't a very big side piece, so that should be able to fit over your ring just fine. So now we're going to combine these. And there we have it. The next step is we're going to 3D print this and see how it turns out. Well, that looks like it turned out great. If you all make one of these, leave a comment down below and let me know how it turned out and what color you printed yours in. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Tinker Time.